The form of satirical text is an online political cartoon from inksync.com. The strength of this form of satire is that it is an image which allows the reader to examine the details of the text. This form of satire is multi-layered, which allows the reader to understand the humor and irony in this cartoon. This political cartoon was created in 2015 by Inksync Cartoons. It was drawn for the website inksync.com.au in 2015. In 2015, Finance Minister Joe Hockey, as part of the Liberal Party, claimed his new budget was justified because it was time to put a stop to entitlement. He was referring to the cuts he was making to the provision of welfare, which was also called the end of age of entitlement. And 2 weeks ago, Bronwyn Bishop, who is a Speaker of the House and also a member of the Liberal Party, spent $5,000 on an 80-kilometre helicopter flight from Melbourne to Geelong. A spokesman for Miss Bishop said the trip was chartered to meet commitments, and all travels were taken within entitlements and in accordance with parliamentary guidelines. In the text above, you see Joe Hockey stating the end of the age of entitlement, but it also has Miss Bishop's riding her $5,000 helicopter to which she felt she was entitled. The cartoonist is saying Miss Bishop is wrongly using her entitlement, about which Mr. Conray stated, "I think this is an appalling look." The author wanted to criticize the idea that in a time when the government declares that the country is in enough financial trouble to need to cut welfare, members of parliament can still afford unnecessary and expensive modes of transport. This cartoon is intended for young adults and not for teens who may not watch the news. To understand, you need to be politically aware. The audience has to also have an understanding of irony for the text to make any sense. The overall tone of this cartoon is funny, mocking. The tone is set with the author's use of colors, mainly blue and pink, which usually represent happiness. The large use of whoop is onomatopoeia. The author uses irony and caricature to show his message. The author used caricature on Joe Hockey and Bronwyn Bishop. He also used irony to get his or her message across in this cartoon. The message of the cartoon is that the Liberal Party is trying to crack down on money for the public, but allows their own members to do what they want.